Hey guys, a quick note here. This is going to be a spoilery vlog, so I'm going to be talking all in depth about the Dream Thieves and about What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli. So if you have not read these two books, be forewarned that you will be spoiled if you watch this vlog. Hey guys, and welcome to a weekly reading vlog. So I'm actually filming this clip a little early than I'm planning on filming the rest of them because I'm actually in the middle of another reading week, but I'm doing a specific book. I'm doing a Gabby's book for that reading vlog, but I'm listening to an audiobook, The Dream Thieves, and I have too many thoughts to not film and talk to you guys about it. So this is gonna be weird. I'm sorry. I gotta get back on my reading vlog train because all of my reading vlogs have been like so mixed up, so I apologize in advance. So I'm listening to it on audiobook. I wanted to physically read this book, but we already had it checked out in our library, so it's about to expire and I've been on hold forever for it, so I was like, well, it's due back in a day. So I was like, I'll listen to a little bit and then I'll read the rest of it. So I'm already at 33%. I started it last night at work, and so I'm on chapter 19. So let's see how far I am. I'm gonna set you down here for a minute. So I'm in like the 150-ish range. So I'm like, I've already made like quite a dent. It's not a big book, but I have so many thoughts. This one is so different from the Raven Boys. I'm enjoying it. And don't worry, this may contain spoilers. So if you haven't read The Dream Thieves yet, be forewarned, this may be spoilers. But they're not gonna be accurate spoilers because I haven't finished the book yet, so I'm just guessing. So, if you guys watched our live show on The Raven Boys, one of my theories was that Ronan was gonna physically turn into a bird. And I got some very strange looks from Gabby and everybody was silent. And I was like, I'm either really right or really wrong. So, that's still my theory kicking around in my head, that Ronan is going to physically transform into a raven. So, that's on the theory list. Also, we've learned from the first book that Ronan can physically pluck things out of his dream. And, oh, by the way, don't confirm or deny any of the books. or the theories down below. Please be spoiler free in the comments because I would like to not get spoiled. I am amazed that I have gone this far and haven't gotten spoiled from it yet. So please don't spoil it as I'm reading it finally. One theory is Ronan can turn into a raven. Second theory is that because he can pull out things from the dreams, I think his dad was also like that. And I think the gray man is from his dad's dream. He like plucked out like a nightmare and he came to life. And I'm at the part where like the terrifying thing came out of his dream and they like almost killed them, and then now they're like burying the body. So I think that's what happened with the gray man. I think the gray man is from his dad's dream, and so now it's like a constant terror that they're not having to deal with, and they don't realize that he's like not from this world. So that's my theory number 2 for that. Also, I think he's gonna pull out the girl. I think she's gonna come out of the dream because she keeps saying like, take me away from here. This book is so much different than the first book. It's like so much weirder, but good. We're seeing more of Maggie Stiefvater's like interesting writing style in this book. But those are the main ones. I'm like, who the heck is the Grey King? And I love that we get to see Ronan's like tender side of like taking care of Adam, and then Adam being like a jerk and blaming Gansey. So I was team Adam because everybody was hating on him in the live show, and I was like, he's just misunderstood. But like the more that I'm getting annoyed by him because it's like, I get it, but like he's taking it to an extreme, and when he takes it to like against Blue, who understands his issues, that's when I have a problem with it, because then you're just being annoying. Like, she understands you, she gets it, don't like push her against her limits, and he was trying to do that, so he's starting to be on my like bad list. But overall, I'm really enjoying it so far. I wasn't expecting to get as far into it as I have already, but I am gonna be listening to it for the next like day or so, so I may update you about it in a little bit, but otherwise you'll probably see me physically reading it probably next week. That's the game plan anyways. So I will see you guys then. Hello and welcome to day 2 of the reading vlog. I filmed one clip of this reading vlog because I had thoughts on the Dream Thieves as I was listening to it, so that's gonna be continuing on this week. So let's start this off right. It is Wednesday, it is February 20th, and our live show date is on March 2nd. You may or may not be seeing this before our actual live show. I haven't decided when I'm gonna post this. But I have already started reading The Dream Thieves, and I've got to finish The Dream Thieves, and I also have to finish and start What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Severa. So I need to get to these because these are our books for our Muggle Studies book club pick, and I've gotten a good, I haven't even started What If It's Us. I'm hoping that that's one of them that's, because it's fluffy, I'm just gonna sit down and devour. This one I've already started listening to, but my audiobook expired, so now we're just on reading terms, which I wanted to read them anyway, so this will just force me to actually do it. I'm on 154, I'm on chapter 20, so at least I'm already like a chunk through it. These ones aren't too big, so 437 for The Dream Thieves. Let's see what If It's Us is. Pretty close to the same, 433. I've got about 800 pages there to read before next Saturday, not this Saturday, so I should be able to do that. I've got an extra day off next week too to make sure I get that done. In the meantime, I am listening to How to Be American Housewife. This is one of my backlist ones that has been on my TBR shelf for quite some time. I was scrolling through audiobooks in my library because I wanted a new audiobook, and like my last audiobook that I listened to finally pulled me out of kind of my reading slump and motivated me to keep going. So I was like, okay, I want to like keep going with my audiobooks. So I was going through and just putting through on my library app what would pop up, and this one was actually available, and so I was like, okay, let's do this one. And this is adult fiction. I clearly got this used, but it's like in incredible condition. It's in really good condition, and apparently I only bought it for $3. I don't even know what that or where that sticker's from. I'm thinking it might be from like half-price books back in the Midwest, but I don't know. But I'm listening to this right now, and I'm enjoying it so far. I'm actually like a decent chunk through it because I started this yesterday, and let's see how far I am through it. I was in the middle of listening to it, and I was reading different reviews, non-spoiler reviews, while I was listening to it to see like the authenticity of it, because it is a story about a Japanese woman after the war, after Pearl Harbor, and she comes back with an American GI, and she talks about her life and about how like basically all she has is looks, and she is trying to figure out how to live and be an American and be accepted by Americans even though she's Japanese, and how like in her quest of being accepted by Americans she's been like treated, and how her family has treated her because she's like trying to become more Americanized and she has kids, and it talks about like her lifespan of like dealing with that. And I find that very interesting because Trevor is half Japanese, and like his culture is very interesting to me, and I'm very fascinated by that. And I've talked with his grandma who lives in Hawaii and lived in Hawaii during Pearl Harbor, and her experiences as a Japanese woman living through Pearl Harbor, and all of it is so fascinating and close to home for me. And so I've been drawn to things and stories like this that take place in Hawaii or about Japanese culture, especially when it interacts with Pearl Harbor. So I'm enjoying this so far, and I'm excited to see what I think about it. And I will, after I finish it, I'll wrap up my thoughts about it and kind of discuss what some of the reviews said about it as well, because it questions some of its authenticity, but I haven't quite decided if that's just crap or not. So that is what I'm listening to right now. I am on chapter 6, so let's see how far I'm in it. I'm like in the 60s, so I've got a little bit into it, but not too much. This one I think is 331 pages, so I've been enjoying this. It's definitely like a change of pace from what I normally read, but I'm enjoying it so far. And lastly, I have started reading this. I saw it at my work. I'm so bad at following graphic novel releases, and because I feel like they're not like something that people talk about, because the issues get published and then the bind-ups get published, and the bind-ups are the ones that I follow, like I pick up. So I was like working and I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I need it, because I just finished the other one and now the next one's already out. So I bought this and started reading it like immediately, like earlier in the week, but I haven't gotten that far. So I'm just like a few pages into it. But, you know, I have a soft spot for Giant Days, and it's just, it's such a good, like, warm feeling. So I'm gonna probably read this for the rest of my morning until I have to go to work, and then I'm gonna kick off actually reading the things. But I wanted to treat myself to a graphic novel because everything else, like graphic novels have been the only thing I've been wanting to pick up, and everything that I've been picking up is for obligation, whether it's like Gabby's book or our book club books, and I haven't been able to just like sit and relax and pick up whatever I chose. So I'm treating myself to a graphic novel, and I'll probably intersperse graphic novels in between all of my my other books that I read if I have time. So graphic novels are the way that I treat myself after I finish the book that I need to read. So I'm gonna be reading Giant Days. It's just something fluffy and easy to fly through. So I'm gonna sit down and read this for the rest of my morning, and I will check back with you guys probably tomorrow. Hey guys, a quick update. It is the night that I started this. It's Wednesday night at about 11 o'clock, and I wanted to update you. Me and Watson wanted to update you here that I finished Giant Days Volume 9, and I'm really orange. There we go. There's Trevor.
On the sun more.
So I finished Volume 9. I'm probably gonna rate it a 3 stars. It just wasn't something that like is gonna stick out to me. I still really like the series, but we're in a weird transition mode right now, and I think like this is the end of year 2 for them and in college, so I think we're gonna see a lot more transition and character growth in the next one, but we have to go through these awkward like growing pains section. But it's still good and still enjoyable. There's without spoilers, something that happens to a relationship that I'm very pleased about in this one, and like we are seeing all of the girls. What?
I was like, woo.
And we're seeing all of the girls like move on to different life steps. So that is my update for that. So I finished Giant Days, and I'm going to be picking up Maggie Stiefvater's The Dream Thieves. So like I already said, I'm already a decent chunk in, but I'll be picking this one up and trying to get a little bit farther. So that is my update for tonight. What are you reading?
Ruby Volume 4. I'm also reading Shadow of the Fox, City of Dragons by Robin Hobb.
How are you liking Shadow of the Fox? I really want to read that one.
It's awesome. Super gory.
Interesting, because that's a YA book.
Yeah, a lot of demons, a lot of murder.
How are you liking your Robin Hobb book?
They're really good. I like them. This one's really short. It's only 12 hours total, so I'm almost done with it.
With Trevor's new job, he is killing the audiobook game. What are you, like 20 books into your reading challenge already? I am not.
I am 23 out of 100.
Very impressive. I don't even know what I'm at. I don't even think I've reached 10, because I think I just breached 10. I think I'm at like 11 right now. So
You are at 9 out of 50.
Well, I haven't put in my last 2.
Oh.
Because one is my secret book, and one is that one.
I'm farther than Gabby. Ha!
So that is going to be all for our update for today, and I will check back with you guys tomorrow. Hello and welcome to this week's reading vlog. This is probably the 3rd clip you've seen, so welcome back to this week's reading vlog. It is Monday. I'm finally going to be filming on a normal filming schedule, and it is about 10 o'clock on February 25th. So I normally work, I work every Monday. However, we got a freakish snowstorm last night, and it's still snowing, and I cannot go to work. So it's a snow day for me, which would not be so bad. However, I broke 2 of my freaking nails, and I'm really mad about it because I had to push Trevor's car back into the garage. So he is currently out with my big car because I have 4-wheel drive and he does not, and I'm stuck at the house. So I'm turning this into a reading day to cheer myself up, even though I'm still really bitter about my nails. So crazy snow, at least for Oregon. My umbrella and table knocked over from the weight of the snow, and I really should go out there and fix that so it doesn't break my umbrella, but I'm too bitter about my nails, so I'm waiting until Trevor gets home to help me push it back up and clear the snow off of it. So I am just turning it into a reading day. We're gonna get some reading done. I'm gonna sit down here with my fire going and blankets. So I have not started What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. I haven't started that one yet, but I need to because our live show is this Saturday. However, I have a lot of days off this week now, so I have to read that still. I'm in the middle of the Dream Thieves. Luckily, the library finally checked out the audiobook again. Kitten. There's Kitten. So I'm on chapter 27, and so it says I have about 6.5 hours left. So I am at least 200 pages into it. It's very different from the first one. I would say I'm still liking it, but it does have a very different feel to it, and it's a lot more like it's a lot more confusing, I feel like, or just like mysterious. Mysterious is probably a better word than confusing. But I am loving all of like the symbolism in it and like the different like hints that we're getting that I think like I'm tying things into. I believe you probably have already seen a video clip of me talking about my theories so far. I don't have any new theories, but we did get confirmed that about his mom and what she is. So I kind of like that totally makes sense. And we found out that they are millionaires, which is crazy. So that's where I'm at for the Dream Thieves. I'm really enjoying it so far. I think I might pick up What If It's Us because that just sounds like a fun, fluffy read while I'm stuck in the house. So that is gonna be our update. Do you have anything to say, Kitten? Yeah, he says, Mom, put me down. Don't let him fool you. He does love me. You guys can't see it, but he is purring. Yeah, see, he loves me. So that's gonna be all for this update, and we will check back in with you guys in a little bit. Bye! Hey guys, and welcome to another day in the reading vlog. So I thought I would update you. I am now on chapter 33 of the Dream Thieves, and I'm on page, so that's 254. So I'm getting over halfway through, so I'm flying through this. It's Wednesday. My live show is on Saturday, and I have so many thoughts, but it's very different from the first book, that it's not just something that I can like jot down. It's like very, I don't know how to describe it. Like when they slip things in that they feel like bigger moments, but I'm not positive if they're gonna be bigger moments. I don't know. I like this, but it's so much different from the first book. So I think I'm liking the first book better than the second book. We're getting a lot more Ronin character development. I mean, this is the Ronin book, easily. I totally get why people say that. So I think I'm confused about him dream walking. I'm not quite sure what is real, what's not, and I don't like being out of the loop. I do like that he doesn't know either, so I mean, I'm very conflicted on what I feel about this book. There's just so many different possibilities that it's hard for me to wrap my mind around what is real, what's not for the dream walking. And the gray man, I still am convinced that the gray man is from a dream as well. He doesn't feel real, especially because they call him the gray man, so he feels more like an object. I'm still under the theory that Blue's father is stuck in Cabe's water, or is part of like a dream thing as well. I liked that we got to see Mora kind of trick the gray man and steal from him, and like use her womanly ways to like lure him into a false sense of security because she wasn't gonna try anything, and she did. And so I liked that part of it. The whole Blue kissing Noah, that was weird, and I didn't like that. I thought that was not really necessary, besides the fact to work in that she was like picturing Gansey. So obviously they're endgame. I knew they were endgame coming into it. I like that we get to see character development of Ronin's different sides, so we definitely get to see more facets of him, because we get to see him care more for Adam, we get to see him care more for his brother, and see him like being like protective. I like that aspect of it. We haven't really got to see much of his other brother, so wish we could have gotten more of a dynamic there, although that may be coming still. And I don't like that like Gansey is not a big person in this, because Gansey's one of my favorite characters. I find him the most interesting. So I'm kind of bummed that he's not really a focus in this. I do like Ronan, but it's just, he's so moody, and I feel like he's, I don't know. I just like Gansey. I like that we get to see different like faces that he puts on and stuff. So that's what I'm feeling so far about the Dream Thieves. I haven't finished it yet. I've got to go to work, but I've got to run errands before I go to work. So I'm going to be listening to it a little bit more. So I'm going to bring my camera along with me so I can update you guys. But before I do, I wanted to update you about What If It's Us. So I started reading this last night, and it's so easy to fly through. So I'm on page 58. I'm on chapter 5, and Gabby, like, she yesterday was on page like 65, and she ended up staying up all night to finish it and like just binged it. And I was like, okay, that's easy, because I've got days off this week. So I was like, I'm pretty excited. Plus, it's so damn cute. I love all the Harry Potter references so far. I dig the best friend relationships. I like his first relationship. So Ben's first relationship with Hudson, and then his friend Dylan and Harriet were all like a thing, and we get to see like struggles of when your friend group falls apart because the relationship doesn't work. So I really like that aspect of it. I like that like I said, the Harry Potter references are great. I like that it's placed in New York, because I don't read too many books actually that's placed in New York, so that's kind of fun to see like the hustle and bustle of that and the New Yorkers. So the few things that I don't like about this book is that I think a lot of the references, besides Harry Potter, the other references we see will date this book. So I don't think that it's going to be like a timeless book, because I think if kids read this 10 years from now, they'll be able to tell that this is a dated book when it was read or written, because of the way that they reference things in here. So that's my only caveat with that, is that I think that this will be dated pretty easily. Also, I don't really care for the whole Dylan pretending like he would turn gay for Ben. And I mean, this is like an own voice, because I mean, Adam Silvera does identify as gay, but I don't particularly like that. And maybe like I'm not in that, so maybe that's how things are, but I don't particularly like, I wish they could have just been friends. I don't like that they make the jokes of like, oh, I would have turned gay for you type of thing. Like, that feels weird for me, and maybe I'm alone in that, but I didn't particularly like that. And they've already made like 2 references and only 58 pages in, so I'm hoping they'll kind of lay off on that, but I don't. I think there's other ways you can compliment your gay friends besides telling them that you would turn gay for them, but then not. But so far, it's really cute. I really like the premise. I like that we kind of are gonna like get set up for Arthur like accidentally tracking down the ex. I think that's funny. And they don't feel like high schoolers to me. It feels like they're trying to be placed in high school, but they feel more college age. I wish they were college age, because I think that would make it more authentic from what the voices in my head think. And I read a lot of YA, so I am okay with reading teen voices, but this feels older to me. So that is, I know they're on like the cusp of like 18, but still it feels a little like they're trying to play it that they're younger, but they feel a lot older. They feel more like in college versus like in summer school. So that is going to be all for this update. I'm going to take you guys along with me, and I'm going to continue reading or listening to The Dream Thieves. Hey guys, and welcome to another day in the reading vlog. It is Thursday at 10:30 here, and I've got quite a bit of reading to do before the live show on Saturday, but I've got all day to do it, and I'm just planning on just reading today. So I have a bunch of blankets on the couch, and I've got my books, and I'm pretty well set. I've got my coffee. So I haven't made it any farther in The Dream Thieves. I'm still on chapter 33, and I've read a little bit more in What If It's Us. This is so easy to read and to fly through. So I'm on page 113. I'm on chapter 10, and according to my Bookly app, I am going to finish it in 5 hours and 17 minutes. So I've got to plan out for that today. Also, the Dream Thieves, I'm about halfway done, so I only have about 5 hours and 20 minutes left of the Dream Thieves. So I've got roughly about 10 hours of reading and I will be able to finish, which is great because usually I'm farther behind than this. So I am just planning on reading. I've got to do some editing for tomorrow because you guys are going to see a very exciting vlog that I'm very excited to put up of me stopping books with Gabby. So I can't wait for that to be done and I can upload it so you guys can see it because I had a lot of fun with that. So enough rambling and let's get on into the reading. So I'm gonna pick up What If It's Us first because it's just easy to fly through and I'm really enjoying these two point of views. Hey guys, another update. So I just got to part 2, It's Us portion, and I thought I would update you guys. I thought this was a good stopping point. So this book is so dang cute. There is so many Harry Potter references. We've got Star Wars references, and it's so cute. I like the dad jokes in it as well. I'm not particularly loving Dylan as a character. I don't hate him, but I don't like him. I think Harriet and Hudson are very underdeveloped. I think we could have gotten a little more backstory with them. Even though I know they're not like the main characters, they're referenced quite a bit. So I feel like we should have gotten a little more character development in there, but the book's not over yet, so we may get some more. Same with the whole like I think it's Arthur's best friends back home. I hate them, and like the girl is fine, but the guy who is like being standoffish sucks. I really dislike him, but I think like we were meant to dislike him, so I think that's good writing on their part. I totally think that those two are dating and they just haven't told him, but I hate that every scene with them is so uncomfortable and I hate it. So I really dislike that aspect of it, but overall I'm really liking the book so far. It's really cute and I love all of the dad jokes. I like how just easy to fly through it is. I will say I did make a note in here about when they're at the Yale meetup thing trying to find, Ben is trying to find Arthur, how effortless people just go up to each other and start talking, and how effortless it is to flirt with someone you've never met before and just introduce yourself and start flirting. What world is that normal? Especially for a high schooler. I was awkward AF in high school, so I could never have done that, and I would have been way too in my head. Even now, I would never be able to do that. So maybe that's just an introvert thing. If you're an extrovert, let me know if you would be comfortable just straight up walking up to someone and doing that. But I felt that was a little bit unrealistic. It's very cute and I liked the scene, but I felt like it was very unrealistic. So that's my only gripe with that part. So I'm at 136 or something. No, I'm at 145. So I'm going to continue reading and I will check back with you guys in a little bit. I'm sitting here with Watson and we have an update. So I am now 234 pages in and I have changed my mind on a few things. So I have decided that I wasn't too keen on Dylan and Ben's relationship because I thought it was a little ingenuine. However, the more I read it, the more I think about how I interact with. You can see him going in and out of frame. And that's Watson's giant head. The more I think about it, the more I think about how I interact with my guy friends, and we may come off as overly friendly like Dylan and Ben are. So I'm thinking I kind of get it in that aspect that I probably treat my friend from the outside it looks weird, but the more I'm getting to know the characters, the more it makes sense for them. I can relate a lot more now that I'm getting to know the characters a little bit more, because I'm sure that I act like that and people are like, what the hell? But that's just how you act when you love someone, and they're one of your favorite people in the world. I definitely do that. So I also have noticed Trevor and his friends do that too, and I've never really questioned it because I'm in on the inside and I get it, but I'm sure that probably would come off weird that for example, one of Trevor's friends and I always joke that we fight over Trevor and that we like both are vying for his attention, and then like, so we have that type of relationship, but we also have the type of relationship where they call me mom and ask he can like come and play type of thing. So I get it. It's just like a type of personality, and I think I definitely fall into that I have that type of personality. Anyway, I'm really enjoying it. It's so cute. I haven't felt this like giddy over a book in a long time. It's definitely, I think like I definitely felt this during the Homo sapiens agenda, and I really loved that, and so I'm just like, I'm loving this, and I don't want to go to work. I just want to sit at home and read, and I only have like 3 hours left of the book, 3.5 hours or something, so I'm planning on just reading until I have to get ready for work. So I'm just gonna sit and read for like the next hour and enjoy being in this world, and that is gonna be my update for right now. I will check back with you guys in a little bit. Okay, quick update. I'm at work and I have to hurry because I have to go in there. But I wanted to update you guys because I told you I was going to, and I actually followed through, because usually when I tell you I'm gonna update you, it never happens. But I'm on chapter 59 for the Dream Thieves. Is Ronan going to die? Like, what? So that's where I'm at for that. I'm also at 270 out of 433 for What If It's Us. So I have 2 hours and 41 minutes left of this book. And I'm glad that we got some dark stuff in there, but also heart-wrenching. But I'm glad that we got to see a little bit of a grittier side to New York, because everything being so happy and Broadway-like was a little too much for me. So I'm excited that we still get a little more grittiness in there. But Dream Thieves is such a different book that I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I don't think I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 stars, but it's still good. So that's my very quick update, and I will check back with you guys tomorrow probably. Hey guys, and I am here with another update. This is gonna be my last update for these books, and I've finished both of them. So we are about to do our live show in about 10 minutes, but I finally remembered to update you before I start the live show, because usually I never make it to vlogging after the live show. So I wanted to update you guys. So What If It's Us, super cute. I really enjoyed this. I'm not particularly in love with how it ended necessarily, but then again I am. I've gotta let it sit with myself, but I rated it a 4 out of 5 stars. There is a few things that I didn't particularly love in this that I shared with you guys in this vlog. So I will be doing that. If you guys want to watch more comprehensive thoughts on these two books and feedback from me, myself, and Gabby, go ahead and make sure you go subscribe to Gabby over on her channel, and our live shows will be posted on there. So I really enjoyed this one. This one I rated a 4 out of 5 stars as well, but they're very different likeness of the book. I don't know if that made any sense, but I enjoyed What If It's Us so much more than the Dream Thieves. I still love the Raven Boys series, but the Dream Thieves just felt so different compared to the Raven Boys, so I'm a little hesitant on what that means for the rest of the series. But I did really like it. It's very imaginative. We got definitely a lot of character growth from Ronan, more understanding of his character and his motivations, and the whole like magical aspect of this world, so I really liked that. However, there was hardly any Gansey or Blue on this. I wasn't loving that, and I was taking some of my enjoyment out of that. So I'm definitely going to continue on with the series because we're reading it from Muggle Studies Book Club. If you guys want to join us, make sure you are subscribed. We tweet out when we are doing our live shows. Our next live show is going to be extra special because Gabby is actually visiting me for my birthday. So we are going to be doing it on Dewey's 24-hour readathon that night. So make sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel to get the updates. That is going to be on April 6th. We're going to do our live show, and we will be doing book 3 of the Raven Boys. So it'll be Blue Lily, Lily Blue. And our next book is, Troy's very excited about this because I'm reaching on his Brandon Sanderson shelf. Our next book is going to be Skyward. I'm so pumped for this. I've been hyping myself up so much for my most anticipated read of this year, which is Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman's new story together, which is Aurora Rising, but that doesn't come out until May. So I've been craving like spacey stuff because I'm like, cannot wait for that book to come out. I'm very excited. That will be our May pick for May, I believe. it's gonna be our pick. Whatever, if it doesn't come out, I think it's May 8th, so it'll be our May pick. But I am very excited to get to this one, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait, because Trevor raved about this, and I've heard so much good stuff about this, and I really liked Brandon Sanderson's writing before, so that's going to be very exciting. But that is going to be all for this update and for this reading vlog. Leave me a comment down below if you have read either of these books, what you thought about them, and I will see you guys in my next reading vlog next week. Thank you for watching. Bye!